What up, players? Welcome back to another season of the Player One podcast. I'm your host, Tyrone Jr., aka Hollywood Champa. I'm so excited for this season, man. As you see, I got that new thing. I got a new thing. You see? Kyle Hamilton, that 1-4, the new jerseys. I'm excited, man. Um, we are 2 weeks in. We're going into week 3 of the preseason, and I pretty much just want to come back and kind of get y'all back on roll with the whole idea of this podcast being a thing. Um, Simply, what I do is I get here. I have this whole setup where I break down a few plays from the games and plays that I admire. And with our new head coach, Jesse Minter, for the Baltimore Ravens, I'm so excited to watch him unlock this defense. Now, for this episode, I just want to highlight 2 sacks from within the game. Um, yes, it's preseason, but these are the X's and O's. That's what matters. It's not about the players on the field right now. It's whoever's in there has to play their role, play their position, keep their assignment. And so all I want to do is just highlight 2 sacks. And the reason I'm picking 2 defensive plays is because I was very frustrated with our former coach, our former defensive coordinator. So I'm so happy we've made all the changes with the coaches. I have like quick examples, little details that make such a big difference. Here we go. Play one. It is 3rd and 11. So in these type of situations, teams either kind of do one or the other. They will sit back in zone and not really rush a lot of people, or they'll be aggressive. And I like the aggressive coaches. 3rd and 11, I don't want you to have time to let your receivers run up the field and find a hole in the zone or get away from your man from running a 7-second long route. I like when we bring the pressure. So with this play right here, just want to show a quick little breakdown of what goes on. They are in shotgun. I believe they have 4 wide. Let me double check. Let me go. Let me show you the. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. My bad. Okay. All right, for real. Play one. 3rd and 11. These type of situations, obviously, you need a big play to gain a first down. Coaches can go one way or the other. You can either kind of be conservative and sit back and just hope for like a coverage sack. A coverage sack would be the players, the 4-man rush, sometimes 3-man, which I hate. Last season I used to talk about that all the time. I hated when we would only bring 3. You almost are like you have no chance if you only rush 3 people because then the linemen can help each other out and double team. But if you bring 4, there's a good chance one of our guys are going to beat one of your guys, and then it causes chaos, and the quarterback can't sit comfortably and has to throw the ball early or leave the pocket. So in this situation, 3rd and long, I want a pressure that's going to get the quarterback off balance. Carson Wentz, he's not a mobile quarterback. We know this. Um, he can throw the ball. He can make a play though. So right here, they have trips up on the top and solo man on the bottom. Uh, Here we go. They put the man in motion. Usually the motion guy helps uncover the defense. You can figure out if they're running man or zone, and then you can either call your play call from the line from there if you have a quick adjustment, or okay, if they're in zone, that means certain spots may be open. It's just a matter of figuring out what type of zone. So they put the guy in motion right here. Nobody moves. You see our defense, nobody moves. We stay over there, so it's obvious we are running zone. Now they got 2 on this side and then 1 receiver plus a tight end, so 2 on the top. We haven't changed anything. We are still in our formation. We are showing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. we're showing 6 rushers. That leaves the lineman confused, hesitant on which man is coming. You want to be ready. You want to slow them down. Realistically, we send 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guy gets there, makes a play, gets the sack. Let me go back. Before the play starts, before the play starts, you see our safety rolling down, and then this safety rolling up. So I'm pretty sure based off the strength of the formation. Oh, the space button doesn't work. The strength of the formation, they're going based off of that, which side to blitz. So since that receiver had come in motion from the top to the bottom, that causes these two safeties to flip. The defense, the zone, it stays the same, but they flip the coverage. So now you see he's cheating down. This safety over top is cheating over, and this guy last second rolls back. Watch. There you go. So he comes down to blitz. If that receiver did not go in motion earlier, this guy would have blitzed. But he comes down to blitz. That's the strong side blitz because there's a tight end on that side of the line. So they blitz the strong side. Bails out. Chaos. 5 rushers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leaves the man, since it's a later blitz, leaves him wide open. Come here. Your minds. Let's watch that from the other angle, from the top view. He's making his calls at the line. Rushes down. Wide open. Did you see that? This lineman, or is this one, has to step in, and it leaves him wide open. Right here is 3 on this side, 4 on this side, to 4 linemen. You're not stopping at 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4 rushers. Chaos. Come here. Beautiful. Play 2. I'm only doing 2 plays today. It's preseason. I just want to get back in rhythm. Let's see. This one I'm doing a live breakdown. I saw a glimpse. I usually like go through and have everything written down in my bullet points, but I'm just running through this to see if I still have everything working. It's been off season, so getting back to it, trying to get right for week 1. Let's see. They got trips left. Tight end on the right. I used to talk about this all last season. My coaching philosophy from the couch. If a team is in trips, let me backtrack. Yes, from the couch, but I was a beast. I was a linebacker back in high school, all district. I stopped after high school because I wanted to go to a big university, but all the big universities that I wanted to play for, they didn't want me to play for them. The schools, the universities that wanted me to play for them, I didn't want to play for them. So I chose to be a student rather than continuing my football career. The injuries and everything, it's my body, man. I was beat up. I also love basketball, so I was on the side where it's like, man, I don't need to play football. I could play some basketball. Nowadays, I play soccer. I'm all over the place, but I just stopped playing football after high school. I had the opportunities, but I didn't want to go to no small school where my chances were super slim to go on beyond from there. I wanted that college experience, so that true university. So, now what I do is I have a podcast and I talk about the game and try to break it down. And when I try to break these down, I'm trying to level the communication. I want it to be able, I want somebody who is not deep into football to be able to understand what's going on. I want to break it down where it's simple enough the average person can follow along. So I'm not using these deep there's levels to it where I see these other podcasts and these folks are out here calling, the specific player positions. They all have different like nicknames and such. I'm not doing all that. I'm trying to give it as basic as can be so everyone can understand. Anyone who wants to pick up and become a fan this year and join the Ravens bandwagon, I'm going to give you fuel so you can tag along. So right here, they're in trips. When I talk about my coaching philosophy, I was a linebacker. I was the captain of our defense. I called the plays from the coach. The coach would signal them to me, and I'd call them on the field. But I had the power to make adjustments. Whenever we saw trips, we blitzed. I love that philosophy. Whatever the trip side was, we blitzed. And whenever we saw someone go in motion across, the opposite linebacker would drop what they're doing and blitz. And we like to cause chaos. So I've always been a fan of causing chaos, breaking up a play before it gets started. The NFL obviously is more complex with the actions that you make because of what you see. But my basic call, if I see trips on one side, I want to blitz. And I want to drop to zone. That's another thing. It's a zone blitz. I want our people to just sit back because when you have these trips, you bunch up a bunch of players. And then if you have the defenders trying to guard them man to man, these players can run around each other and then people can trip over each other. And it's a bigger chance that your defender falls down and leaves somebody wide open if they're man defense rather than sitting in the zone. Let these receivers run circles around each other and just kind of hang out in the area and wait for the quarterback to throw the ball, then make a play. So I like zone defense whenever you're facing a bunch of receivers. A bunch would be, I would say, three receivers trips. Sometimes it'd be two receivers and a tight end, or two receivers and a running back comes out. We're going to zone. As long as it's three people, we're going to zone that side. So this guy runs across the middle. Our defense, nobody ran with him, so that shows we are in a zone defense. Snap. Looks like we're rushing 4. This is what yep. So my thing with our coach, I don't want to name drop because the homie, like, he was too young. He just, the position was too much for him. Me and the homie, we're the same age, and he took over as our defensive coordinator last year. And he was left behind from our superstar coach, Mike McDonald, who I wanted to be our head coach 2 years ago. But, that's a whole nother story. I'm happy with where we are now. We move forward. But I hate to say it, I don't want to say it, but our last defensive coordinator, he just wasn't ready for the role. No shade. He's a former NFL player, all of that. He's a beast, but just wasn't for this stage. We needed playoff ready coaching, and he was learning along the way, just like a lot of people are. But yeah, it was a tough spot for him. But the problem I had with him is he never he didn't always cause chaos. He would sometimes only rush 3 people, sometimes 2 people. I have clips that I've broken down last season where I'm talking about them complaining that we're only rushing 3. I think you should always try to rush at least 4. This is 2nd and 7. We're playing against, the clock is on our side. 23 seconds left in the half. So I think causing chaos is good. You want to keep the players in bounds. You don't want them to catch the ball and get out of bounds. So a zone defense is good. Let's try to keep it under our umbrella. Keep the play inside the field, away from the sidelines, but under all of our players underneath. So let's try to keep the ball. If they're gonna advance the ball, let's keep it within the inside. So we tackle them and the clock continues to run. And then they run out of the clock and either have to settle with a field goal, potentially miss, or they run out of time and they don't get a chance to kick. But my big thing on this play, I'm just gonna highlight now since it's preseason, and it's a big difference from last year. There were times we would only rush 3 defenders, 3 against 5 linemen. You're never gonna break that line. You're never gonna get to the quarterback. But when you have 4, the difference that it makes is so crazy. So this is a coverage sack because, like I said, the umbrella. Everybody's backing up. We're keeping them underneath us. Nobody has a chance to get open because we're just sitting there like, okay, you could come to my area, but I'm watching the quarterback. So if he tries to throw the ball, I get a chance to make a play on the ball. I'm already facing the ball compared to the receiver who has his back turned and has to turn and make a play. We get an advantage by sitting on our heels and watching the play while keeping somebody in front of us. So this is all we're doing. We're just a simple prevent type of defense. It looks like 4 quarters. So like the corner covers this quarter of the field. The safety has this inside quarter of the field. That safety has this one. That corner has this one. And then these guys, these two linebackers are underneath to kind of tighten these windows for the quarterback to throw because this is where he's looking right here, 2 post routes. It looks like he's open right here, but this safety is watching. So if the quarterback was to throw it, he gets to make a play on the ball, interception, things like that, deflection. But for this play, let's watch the lineman. You have 4, and there's nothing there. He wants to throw the ball. He's pump faking. Nothing's there. Takes too long. Coverage sack. Now it's 3rd and long. Clock's running. Now they're almost out of field goal range. Huge win. Playing it safe by just rushing 4, keeping everyone back. Simple coaching, man. And I feel like this is going to be a huge difference maker for us this season. I'm so excited. I'm happy to be back as well. I got my new gear. Hey, I gotta get more jerseys. I gotta get that Jacoby Lane jersey. That boy been shining. And I want the purple jersey. I need a black jersey. I need another white jersey because I ain't gonna lie, this is a knockoff. I got this joint from China, and like we got the iridescent coloring, but on these jerseys it ain't iridescent. It looks like it's iridescent. Like it's like they screenshotted the reflection. So it's like as if this is sitting in the sun a certain way forever. But the thing about our jerseys is it's supposed to kind of change according to the angle you're looking at it from. But this joint look good on camera. That's my dog. But yeah, that's it, man. We back 2026 through the 2027 season. I just want to also mention that the script has been written. I'm gonna let y'all know now. Put your money on Baltimore making it to the Super Bowl. Me, as the big Ravens fan that I am, been one my whole life. I live in LA. The Super Bowl is playing in LA at SoFi Stadium this year on February 14th, which is also my birthday. So the script is written. I'm trying to tell y'all early. Hey, not a bad bet. Not a bad bet. We coming. That's it. Player One Podcast, though. Y'all gonna hear more from me. Let's go.